Hi guys, thank you so much for clicking on this video. My name is Michelle, and today we're gonna be talking about the types of people to avoid as a queer person, especially if you are in a homophobic place or if you're still in the closet. So before I even start, thank you guys so much for watching my videos. Thank you for liking, thank you for subscribing. As of today, I have 158 subscribers. Yay! Yeah, I really appreciate each and every one of you, and please make sure if you're watching this and you've not subscribed, consider subscribing, because over here we talk about everything queer and body positive, and in between we're gonna be doing a lot of vlogs. We're gonna be doing I'm learning how to do my makeup, so I'm gonna be doing that on the internet as well, on this channel and my TikTok, my Instagram. Please follow me on there too. The links are in the description below. So yeah, let's start. The first type of person you need to avoid is the friend who likes to tell people about your sexuality without your consent. So imagine maybe that friend has invited you to go hang out, and there's gonna be people you don't know in that crowd, or maybe it's just one person, or maybe it's two or more, but that person is a stranger to you. You don't know their beliefs, you don't know if they're homophobic, you don't know anything about them, but your friend, and I'm gonna use the word friend loosely here, your friend or your interaction feels so comfortable telling them about your sexuality, and that's actually outing you. Maybe if you're still in the closet, they're outing you. I feel like this type of person, I don't know why people do that. I don't know the motives behind it. Maybe it's because they want to seem like they are cool because they have out there friends, and by out there I just mean that sometimes homophobic people like to label LGBT people as weird and wild and all these things. Maybe they want to be associated with that kind of title, or maybe I feel like some of them, it does come from a bit of malice. And by the way, I know I've used the word friend, but I don't mean that it's literally your friend. Let's just say it's someone you are getting into an interaction to, or getting to know, or maybe considering getting them into your circle of friendship. So I feel like some of them, it might be with a bit of malice. And also, this is someone who can put your life in danger. Yeah. So with this kind of person, I would tell you, if they've done it once and maybe your instinct is telling you, I don't think they did it out of malice, and maybe they genuinely thought the stranger to me was not homophobic. By the way, it doesn't matter whether that stranger is homophobic or is not. The bottom line is, don't tell anyone's business in sexuality wise. That's not your place. It's someone's personal choice to tell people what their sexuality is. Yeah, so if you've realized maybe it wasn't coming from a place of malice, and your instincts are telling you this is still someone you might make your friend, then make sure to set that boundary with them. Just talk to them and tell them, hey, I don't appreciate what you did. Don't tell anyone about my sexuality unless I feel comfortable to do so, at which point I'm gonna tell them myself. So yeah, and if your instinct is telling you they didn't do it out of a place where they were just like maybe naive, and maybe they did it because it was calculated, then there's nothing to salvage there. You better start running, because literally they may put your life in danger, and that's not even a joke. The second type of person you need to avoid is that friend who only supports you in secret. Now, this is a bit controversial, and it goes by a case-by-case scenario or person-by-person scenario. For some people, they are allies, yes, but they are not able to openly be an ally. Maybe they work in places where it's so homophobic, and them being an ally openly to you is gonna put their jobs in jeopardy, or their ways of earning in jeopardy, or they're gonna put their life in jeopardy as well. So that's very understandable. What type of people I'm talking about is the people who are openly allies. They are able to openly support you. They're able, hey, sorry guys, they're in me. They're able to openly show you support. Let's say maybe you posted something. In this scenario, you're someone who's out of the closet and you posted maybe some content online that touches on your sexuality, and you're getting roasted in the comments by homophobic people. But that friend who is openly an ally, you don't see them anywhere in the comments. And this is not something that has happened once. I'm saying something that you have seen a pattern of. Maybe even in real life, you're in a room and people are talking about sexualities, and somehow, somewhere, you're getting bashed. That person is in the same room, but you don't hear any support from them. Trust and believe, that's a chameleon right there. And I know it's a sad reality, and I'm not saying that you're entitled to someone supporting you, but if this is someone who genuinely cares about you and is genuinely an ally and is able to openly support you, and they repeatedly choose not to, you better know that that is someone who only supports you when it suits them, when you're in their face, and when you're in the room. When you leave that room, uko peke yako, my friend, uko peke yako. So yeah, I don't know if this is something you can salvage. Maybe if you want to tell them you need more support from them, but I just feel like this is one of those non-negotiables. This is a non-negotiable, at least for me it is. Again, I have a lot of allies and a lot of friends who are allies. Some of them openly support me because they are able to, and the ones who don't openly support me, I also understand, because they have very homophobic jobs and they also just don't want to put themselves out there. They're not ready to do that, and that's fine. I'm not judging that, but let me not, acha tusirudie kenye nimesema, but umesikia, mwenye amesikia. The other type of friend you need to avoid is that friend, maybe let's say you are a lesbian and you have been a lesbian for a minute or two, and you are out to this friend and they seem to support you, they seem cool with it, nini, but they keep trying to set you up on dates with men. Guys, I've actually gone through this and it was a very uncomfortable experience. Just know that that person is actually not I'm trying not to be rude, but just know that person is pretending and they're actually not okay with your sexuality. And this is someone who is okay disrespecting your boundaries if you've set them. In this case, let's just assume that you've set them, because by me coming out to you and telling you I'm a lesbian, that's me telling you what my preference is, and by you continuously trying to set me up with this on dates with men is you trying to cross boundaries all the time. And I don't know about you, but that's not the kind of energy I'm keeping in my life. If you don't respect me enough to stop that weird behavior, it's giving weird, honestly. Why would you do that? And why are you so concerned? These are the same kind of people who are gonna tell you, oh, but have you tried sleeping with a man? Maybe you just haven't gotten it right yet. You know, those annoying conversations people like to have. So yeah, if I were you, I'm totally running the other way. Okay, the last type of person you need to avoid is the fetishizer. That is someone who looks at your sexuality as something that's very interesting and something they just want to take energy from and something they're curious about. And let me know if you've ever heard this statement: my boyfriend and I are looking for... If you know, you know. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. And say personally, this has been the hardest negative energy to catch at times, because most of the time these people are very, very much allies, but it's not that they're around you because they feel like your sexuality is a very interesting thing, and some of them feel like they might have a chance to, you know, so that's why they keep themselves around you. And you'll realize that whenever you talk about your relationship or your relationship issues, they have a tendency to downplay them, because to them they look at you as a person and just think that, oh, it's just a sexual thing that's happening. They don't look at you and look beyond your sexual orientation. They look at you and they're like, oh, my friend is a lesbian, they have sex with women and their relationships are perfect and blah blah blah, blah, and their relationships are not real. So whenever you're facing a relationship issue and you talk to this person, you don't really get the same energy a straight person would get from them, because they don't play your reality, and they usually fall into the other category, the person who likes to change you, because they feel like it's not real and you're gonna get out of that phase. So please, 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 please avoid. And I know I said that was the last one, but let me just give a bonus one. Avoid people who will constantly shame you. And by the way, sometimes shame doesn't come outright. Like sometimes someone will tell you, oh, this is so embarrassing, why are you doing this, why are you embarrassing your family, why are you all that crap they like to talk. Sometimes shame comes in the form of someone telling you, oh, it's okay, we all sin differently. Who said this was a sin? Why are you telling me that I'm sinning? Why are you associating my sexuality to a sin? It feels like a backhanded compliment. It's okay to just say, it's okay to be queer. Tosha, you don't need to add all these chumvi na pilipili na hizo vitu zote. You don't need to imagine. You don't. So that's also someone I totally avoid. And especially now that I'm out, oh my gosh, I feel like coming out has given me such freedom to just exist. And since I've come out, I feel like even the friendships that I'm making, even the connections that I'm making are more authentic, and I'm getting better at setting my boundaries and cutting people off of my life who don't need to be in my life. I feel like when I was still in the closet, I was very much afraid of what people will say and what people I'm gonna lose, and even the people and some of the friends I had in my life who are still toxic to me, I tried so hard to keep them around, because I'm just like, what if I lose these people and they're still my friends, even if they're not fully supporting me, even if they're still trying to set me up on dates with men and all these things. I still wanted to be around them, because I'm like, I don't want to be alone, I don't want to be an outcast and all those things. But since I came out, honestly, this was the best decision I've made this year, and I'm so proud of myself. And you know what, I feel like this is something that not a lot of people will ever get to do, and maybe sometimes it's out of lack of that privilege to be able to do it. Sometimes it's lack of confidence, sometimes you're already living a double life and you're in whatever age you are, you already have a wife, you have kids, you have all these things, and you're just like, let me not think about leaving and now starting to come out and all these things. Guys, I know I'm rambling, but basically I love that for me this year I decided to come out. It's been the best decision that I've made, and I know a lot of people might never get to experience this, and some people will literally go to their graves with their sexuality being a secret, which is okay if they're happy with that. And even if they're not, for some of them it's just not possible to do that. But me, myself, and the friendships that I keep, girl, you best believe these are people who are supporting me. and that's the kind of energy you need. So if you've gotten to the end of this, thank you so much. I know I rambled a bit in this video, but just let me know if you can relate to some of the things I've mentioned. If you're not able to comment down below, just go ahead and DM me on either Instagram or TikTok, and I'll be able to engage with you. The links to my social medias are down on the description box. And thank you so much for watching. Till next time, guys.